We're talking turkey here on TV8. Joining us now, we have Peter Suneson from Walking Mountains. And Peter, I knew you'd do something clever for the holiday. We are going to talk about the bird, the famous bird today, and you brought in some feathers.
You got it. So, the thought was we're going to try to dispel some myths and give a little background on why we are going to consume so much turkey today, and a little bit about the life history of the North American turkey, and find out a little bit more. So you got a couple feathers, and we know those are from a juvenile called a jake. Is a young turkey, and we know it's a juvenile because it doesn't have that black band across the top that an adult tom turkey would kind of have on its tail feather. So that's from the display, but we do know it is a younger one.
Okay, so the younger ones are called a jake, the males, and then an older one is called a tom.
Called a tom, yep, turkey tom, and then the females are all called hens, similar to a chicken, an egg-laying hen.
A little trivia for your dinner table conversation this afternoon.
And many people think turkeys don't move well. That's kind of another myth that we're going to try to dispel. Turkeys can run 25 miles an hour,
really?
And then they can fly, and fly is a loosely word, about 400 meters, so about a quarter mile or so, and they can fly up to 50 miles an hour.
Wow, that's pretty fast.
So they can move. For a big honking bird, they can really beat those wings and move.
Okay, and we consume quite a bit of turkey a year, right?
We do. So the average American eats about 18 pounds of turkey a year, and more on Thanksgiving, more today than Christmas, Easter, any other day combined.
Okay.
So, today is the focal point of turkey. And so there we've got, a male turkey. You can see its wattle, and that can change. That bright red up under its neck, that can change based on emotion. So if they get real excited, it'll go flush. If they're scared, the blood will kind of move away, and it'll go kind of gray or pale blue. Really almost instantaneously, kind of like a chameleon. It'll change color based on its emotion.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
So it's kind of neat. Yep, and we saw these. So these feathers I collected just west of here, down on our new Sweetwater property. And turkeys are one of the few native North American birds that are, were from North America originally, and they eat anything, any kind of ground nut or any masting seed. So down west, we have a lot of pinyon pine. And so that is, for the most part, what they're going to be snacking on: pinyon pine, the pine nuts, and then insects as well.
Okay, all right. So you picked these up. So there's turkeys in our area.
Exactly. Yeah. Just west of you, maybe not so much up in the mountains, but you certainly could find them in this area, kind of in the more open pasture land. But further west, down towards Glenwood, absolutely. And you can hear their gobble. The noise that they make can carry up to a mile.
Oh, wow.
So if you're out there, camping or something in the spring or fall, summer, and you hear that,
that's what they think.
That's the gobble sound, exactly.
Okay.
And that's the male saying, "I'm here. Females, come find me."
Okay. All right. Well, I'm surprised you didn't bring a turkey costume for me to wear today. He usually puts me in some sort of a costume, whether it's an insect or a bird. But neat to know these little facts. And now, if we're trying to burn some calories before the big day, your camp is right here in Avon. You have a nice hike that just goes straight up out of there.
Exactly. And, tomorrow we'll be open 9 to 5, our regular hours. We'll have our nature walk from 2 to 3, so folks can join on that. If they want to go up Buck Creek Trail, stop in our visitor center. We'll give them a map, and we'll point them in that direction. And then starting next week, we start our guided snowshoe hike. So every Thursday, we're going to be meeting at the Science Center and taking people out on the National Forest land and hiking for a few hours in the morning. So if you feel like you put it on today, join us on the coming Thursdays.
Next week, a week from today, you can start taking it up. All right, thanks so much for giving us some details. Once again, the North American turkey, fun facts for the dinner table conversation. And if you want to learn more about Walking Mountains and their schedule, walkingmountains.org. We'll be back.